Kitties, yes, I told you I would reveal the destination, and it is Bangkok, also known as Bang Me My Cock or Bang My Cock, and it is the 2021 International Car Show. Yay! 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 So, there's a shitload of cars here. There's some used cars here. There's new cars from all the manufacturers. And, you know, checking out styles and what's going on in the automotive industry. And there's also a bike auction, another place, another day. And they have some non-traditional shit here too. But, you know, I'll take quick videos of as I come across them. We've reached the how the other half lives. That's probably the ugliest Rolls Royce I've ever seen in my fucking life. The dark blue one is pretty nice, but what caught my eye and why I turned on the video was that's the most sinister, evil looking fucking Rolls Royce I've ever seen in my life. I love it. I would love to own that car. I would drive that car. And if you act today, she comes with it. So, yeah, throw her in for free. That is a very cool looking Rolls Royce. Let's see if we can get in on the details there. Yeah, the up and down like you're seasick is what happens when you zoom in. Yeah, that just has the right stuff with you. So we walked about 10 feet from the Rolls, and they talk about sinister.
800,000 US dollars.
800,000 US, but that is a badass car. Look at that fucking thing. Jesus Christ. Look at that. God, I mean, if that doesn't get your heart pumping, you're not a car guy. Now that, some people will like that color combination. I don't know why it's not focusing. It's autofocus. Come on, autofocus, motherfucker. Focus. There we go. I don't know why it wouldn't focus. Well, there you go. That's not my taste, but for some people that makes their heart race. Hey, to each their own. And there's more as we walk around. There you go. That's more like it, the silver one. And no, I'm not wearing a fucking mask. I refuse to be a sheeple. Yeah, that's badass. I like the wheels. I like the vent coming off them. I like cars that look fast when they're standing still, and I think that definitely applies. I like the sparkle paint job. I like the carbon fiber diffuser. I mean, that is a cool, luxurious, sinister ride. And I think they should have stopped with the coupes, because that looks fucking ridiculous. That looks like an SUV that got squished. This doesn't work for me. Yeah. Coupes I love. SUV, meh. Leaves me flat. Not into it. Here's the Mercedes. 9,490,000 baht. Just a mere 9 million. The fucking battle wagon. Look at this thing. That's, to me, that's a Land Rover or Range Rover knockoff clone, right? Or even a Hummer, right? Yeah, it's very boxy. It's a fucking tank.
They've been making these things for like 40 years.
That doesn't work for me. Ugly. This is nice. I like their SUV better than the Aston Martin SUV. This one's nicer. A little bit taller, not squished. It doesn't look like it was mushed down like that one was. I think I could fit in that one. And I am not a small man. Yeah, nice interior, what you'd expect from a Benz. That's a nice ride. Yeah, this, I got no use for this. Or the minivan. In Thailand, the minivan is like a, the minivan is like a luxurious thing for wealthy people to drive around in. It's like a status thing. They make the inside like offices. They tint the windows and have like a really comfy chair and you know, Wi-Fi and stuff in the back. They make it a rolling office. This one looks like just like a commuter van. Nothing special. I like the bigger, the 300, better than this one. All right, over at the Mini. And okay. So it's an electric. It's, you know, a concept car. Yeah. Once again, different strokes for different folks. It doesn't do anything for me at all, but I'm sure some people are looking at this, loving it, saying how cool it is. So, okay. I like minis, but that one leaves me flat. That's more like it. That's a little badass ride. If you're gonna go small, go big, small. That's a nice Mini. I like the black one even better. Yeah, that just works with the stripes. That's a good looking car. Four-door. Wheels, really nice. I don't like green, and the thing on the top looks fucking ridiculous. And you're like, what's that thing do? It does that. So, yeesh. Enough of that. Once again, green. Never been a big green fan. That's interesting. See how it splits in the back? Innovations. Did you see the hatch over here? Opens, yeah, but opens up.
Yeah,
That's what they do. Yeah.
Now, this one, like Rune's, but this one's got the 2-liter 4-cylinder, 306 horsepower.
Wow.
That will get you there.
Yeah, 300 horsepower for a little Mini. That will definitely do it. Jesus. .300 horsepower out of a little Mini. Once again, that is the last color I would order for this car, but I like the performance numbers. Sorry, I'm too fast and I'm limited. Oh, okay. And then we do the BMWs. That's next. So I've been walking around the show without a mask because I am a renegade or an idiot, depending upon your point of view. Speaking of point of view, god damn. But in honor of this next section, we gotta strap the face diaper on. Ugh. 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 These are so convenient and comfortable, and fog up my glasses. And just fucking awesome. Thank God for Dr. Fauci. He is the man. So, BMW section now. I like the wheels. See what we got going. 5.6 liters per 100 kilometers. So the way they do gas mileage here, it's not miles per gallon. It's either liters per 100 kilometers, which is what my Ranger does, or 17.9, almost 8 kilometers per liter. And a liter, if you remember, is 33 ounces, a little bit more than a quart. So pretty good gas mileage. X4, the M series, made in Malaysia. 19-inch tires and rims. Very sporty. That same kind of squished look in the back, which I'm not a fan of. Kind of angular with the little side body thing. It's the same kidney bean grill that you're used to, just a little bit bigger. Headlights look badass. That definitely floats my boat more than the Mini Cooper. Boy, the electric. They keep pushing these electrics, and there's just not enough infrastructure to support them. No. You don't buy a fucking BMW to put a bike rack on top. Oh, God, they really are clueless. They remind me of the movie makers who just copy ideas. And, you know, they're out of fresh ideas. Or the, you know, artists, the record guys who don't know music and, you know, keep trying to get bands to create different stuff based on what they think will sell. And they're not musicians. Once again, yeah, those grills, classic. I love that look. Everything is right about this SUV except the fact that it's plugged into a charging station on the other side. Oh, hello. Kind of rounded on the top there, the grill. X5. These wheels, they're a little more angular and they step in. I don't know, I don't love those like I do the other ones. And yes, you need to hire this lady to come and clean your car if you own this car. It deserves to be cleaned every day. Like the exhaust. I've always liked that look where the tips are built in to the back bumper. M Performance parts. So you can buy an old cheap BMW and stick on M Performance parts and pretend it's an M. BMW lifestyle. See that? The other guys don't have that. It's a lifestyle. X4, definitely don't like that back end. Once again, anything that looks like it was smushed and something heavy landed on it, it's just not my styling. See the specs on it. 4 million baht. There you go. In case you were wondering, 4 million baht is about 120,000 US. And then there's taxes on top of that. So I'm sure you can buy an X4 in the US for a lot less than $120,000. Some things are much more expensive over here in Thailand, and BMWs are one of them. Oh, they got little BMW masks. Ah, shit. Assault one of those guys and grab their mask that has the BMW sport thing on it. I want one. Beat them up. A mere 2.4 million. There you go. Now we're getting less than 100,000 for what's it, X1? I think this is. I mean, yeah, the X1, and they're nice enough to sell it to you for less than 100 grand. Yeah, nice cars, but not worth that kind of money, in my humble opinion. Nah, this is pretty. I like this blue. It's an M series. You see the little badge right there. Once again, comes with a lady to clean it. How nice of them. Pretty interior. Nice leather interior. That's sharp. LED headlights. That's different. They did the kidney beans with like a honeycomb grill. Interesting. Yeah, those funky wheels again. Oh, look at that interior. Nice. Sunroof. So that's the 4. $430i. Nice. Yep, there we go. Another variation on the grill. Not a honeycomb, but I guess shark's tooth. 340. That's the same as the, what was it, the X4 for 4 million baht. 4 million baht. You want one, Jeffrey?
That one.
Do you want the X4?
X1. The white X1 diesel.
2.4 million.
With the discount, it's just a clear 2,060,000.
A mere 2,060,000. Okay.
It's 50 miles per gallon.
How about the lady dressed like the car?
No, I don't like her. I don't like the car.
Yeah, that green is, the grill is too tall and too angular. It's not the kidney bean green. Kidney bean grill. The 320 is sweet in blue. That's 2.5 million.
Okay, but here's a question for you.
Yeah.
BMW 3 Series.
Yeah.
Why does this one get 65 miles per gallon,
Right.
but in the States they don't?
Because they want to sell you gasoline in the States. You are beholden to the oil companies, the power. So this is a striking car. It's, you know, it stands out. That's why they have it up on the platform and the model and everything, but it's just not my taste. I would not drive this vehicle. I mean, it looks kind of like a Camaro to me, honestly, right? It's got similar lines to the Camaro. So, no. It's got what, like Sparco type seats in there. You know, they say M4, but they whipped off Sparco. So, carbon fiber, you know, this is more of a concept car than a practical driver. 320D for diesel. M Sport. Watch your step. Black on black. That wasn't good planning. Z4. Another color coordinated model. These are cool little cars. They're fun. Little convertibles. Nice little sports car. I always like the red on black. That's a good look. Corvettes use that pretty successfully. There's a white M. It's a big boy. 730. It's interesting, over the years, to me, the 7s have shrunk. They used to be fucking land yachts. And yeah, 5.6, that's around low 40s, which is impressive for a big car like this. Look at that little command center thing in the center console. That's the back seat. But yeah, they just, overall length, they seem to be smaller than they used to be. They used to be really long, enormous land yachts. And you see, it's not a 750, it's a 730, so it's got a smaller motor in it. Look at that little entertainment center in the back there for your viewing pleasure. They really Mac Daddy these cars out. Let's take a guess. I'm going to say 6.1 million baht. So you're talking almost $200,000 for the 730. And that's a diesel, and that's the M model. Yeah, once again, the grille I think is a little too big. It looks like a shit-eating grin. It's too tall, too wide. There's a sleek little motherfucker. Oh, that's the 850. See, now you look at the 730 and look at the 850. I pick that all day, every day.
Not that color though.
No, yeah, the color isn't great, but in black or blue or any decent color, that's a badass car. I really like the stance. I like the look. The grille is smaller. It doesn't have the big wide shit-eating grin like the 7 does. It's just so much more right about it. A lot sleeker.
For just $82,000 a month, it can be yours.
Yeah, 9.5 million baht. So this is for somebody that money isn't really an issue. They got it the old-fashioned way. They inherited it. Daddy's rich and says buy whatever car you want. Set off the alarm. Look at that shit. Yeah. That is a beautiful, beautiful car. That's probably my favorite I've seen so far in the show. And once again, I'm with you. I'm not into the copper color. It's just, I like the styling of this car.
But this one gets 25 miles per gallon.
Right, and the others are getting 70.
5 Series over there gets 50 miles per gallon.
Right.
The i8
Diesel.
convertible over here gets about 120 miles per gallon.
Nice. Yeah, well, if you're paying 9.5 million baht for a car, you really don't care about gas mileage.
I do.
That's cool too. Even that little detail right there. I mean, that's cool. It really is a nice car. Me likey. Yeah, that works. Right, the i8 looks kind of like the Batmobile. Very angular roadster. Okay. Yeah. Cool looking car. To me, this is like the green one. You know, styling. I like the little blue thing inside, the very small grille, although that hurts airflow. Hood is cool. And a mere 13 million baht. Don't know if I can even do the math on that. 13 million baht? Is that 400 grand? That's over $400,000.
Yes, correct.
Holy shit.
Has a 1.5 3-cylinder engine.
Yeah, I see that. Petrol. 3-cylinder petrol engine. Twin power turbo. Wow. Ford Motor Company rocking the house, baby. Boom, chop, boom, chop, boom, boom, chop. Bolcha. Yeah, they got some hype going on over here. Get some excitement up over these bitches. So, back in the States, I think you would say this is a F-150, full-size Ford. Here in Thailand, that's a Ranger, the same kind that I have.
โดยในปีนี้เราได้นำรถยนต์ Ford รุ่นใหม่
FX4
New Ford
which
Ranger
is the same
FX4 Max รวมถึง Ford Ranger ทุกรุ่นและ New
the
Ford
same as the
Everest
black
Premium Plus
one I
และ
have.
Ford Mustang
This is a four-door
ได้ชมกัน
1.1 almost 2 million, 1.2 million, which 1 million is about 30,000, so about 45,000. It's not bad. Nice truck.
จะมีอะไรบ้างเราไปชมกันทีละรุ่นพร้อมๆกันเลยค่ะ
Cool truck. Got the roll bar.
New Ford Ranger FX
New Ford Ranger FX4 Max.
แต่ได้กลิ่นอายความโหดจากรุ่น Raptor ผสมจนเกิดความ
These trucks are very popular with Farang. A lot of expats drive these
สี
trucks.
ดำแบบเดียวกับ Ranger Raptor ด้วยตัวอักษร FORD ขนาดใหญ่
FORD That's right
ไฟตัดหมอก
FORD
ชุดแต่งกันชนหน้ากระจกมองข้างพร้อมไฟเลี้ยว
Alright
ที่เปิดประตูกันชนท้าย สปอร์ตบาร์ล้ออะลอยลายพิเศษสีดำขนาด 17
Fresh
นิ้ว
air
พร้อมยางเสริมคิ้วขอบล้อ
Going into the engine
ที่ตกแต่งเป็นสีโทน
That's
ขาวเข้ม
different
ทุกคันมาพร้อมกับบันไดข้างออกแบบพิเศษ พร้อมกับโลโก้ FX4 Max บริเวณด้านข้างซ้ายและขวา
Yeah, different kind of paint treatment. I like the rims. They look black powder coated.
ปักโลโก้ FX4
That's a good look. I like that. I like that truck.
และเบาะนั่งผู้โดยสารปรับได้ 4 ทิศทาง มาพร้อมกับจอ
Matching grill.
Multi-Touch ขนาด 8 นิ้ว รองรับ
Even the
Apple
lights.
CarPlay และ Android Auto สวิตช์รองรับการใช้งานอุปกรณ์สื่อ
Nice.
ออฟโรด
It's got a lot of nice little touches.
6 ตำแหน่ง ติดตั้งบนแผงคอนโซลหน้า
6-speed
เพื่อความสะดวก
auto
ในการใช้งาน ยกระดับความแรง ด้วยเครื่องยนต์ดีเซลเทอร์โบคู่ TDCi by Turbo 2.0 ลิตร สร้างความดุดันยังสุดพลัง
The Wild
ถึง
Track,
213
that's one of the
แรงม้า
models.
ที่
That's a trim level, 1.3
แรงบิด
million
สูงสุด
baht.
500 นิวตันเมตร ที่ 2,000 รอบต่อนาที จับ
Yeah,
คู่กับเกียร์อัตโน
right
มัติ
around
10 สปีด
40,000.
พร้อมโหมดขับเคลื่อน 4 ล้อ และโหมดปรับเปลี่ยนเกีย
Double
ร์ธรรมดา
cab.
เสริมแกร่ง
Four
ด้วย
door.
ช่วงล่างพัฒนาใหม่ ใส่โชคอัพแบบ
I actually like
Fox
those
ขนาด
wheels
2.0 นิ้วทั้ง 4
a
ตอน
little better than
ซึ่ง
those.
โชคหลังจะมาพร้อมกับซับแทงแยก
I like the gold and black.
ในการขับขี่
The black door
เติม
handles
ความ
is a
โหด
nice
เข้าไปอีก
touch.
คันเพื่อลุยสะใจโหดสุดขั้วบนพื้น
The
ฐาน
Everest
ช่วง
is
ล่างห
their
น้าติดล็อก
SUV.
คอร์สปริงสองชั้นพร้อมปรับจูนสปริงด้านหน้าและแหนบ
Look at this
รองรับการใช้
sinister
งาน
little
ออฟโรด
fuck.
และยังคง
That's a
ไว้ซึ่ง
cool
ความ
looking
สามารถ
truck.
ในการบรรทุกและลากจูงและยังมีระบบช่วยเหลือการขับขี่
Yeah.
ครบครันโปรโมชั่นภายในงาน
By Turbo.
New Ford Ranger FX4
Also 1.2 million.
ราคา 1,189,000 บาทฟรีประกันภัย
So it's another
และ
FX4.
ประกันเครื่องยนต์และระบบส่งกำลังรวม 10 ปี New Ford Ranger SLT เป็นรถกระบะที่ได้รับความนิยมสูงสุดในตระกูล Ford Ranger
And here's the same in white.
ที่เหมาะกับการใช้
I don't know. For me, black is a better look than white, especially for an aggressive truck like that.
Ford Ranger SLT โดดเด่นด้วยการตกแต่งสไตล์โครเมียมที่มีความหรูหรา ซึ่งครั้งนี้ได้รับการพัฒนา
It's a
เป็น Ford
automatic.
Ranger XLT ใหม่ ที่ออกมาในแนวสปอร์ตดุดันมากขึ้นตั้งแต่กระจัง
That's a cool looking truck.
เงาลายตะข่าย
Very
พร้อม
nice.
ขอบตกแต่งโครเมียม
Blacked out grill.
แต่คงไว้ด้วยความหรูหรา
It's a good look.
ล้ออะลอยสีดำขนาด
There's the models doing their
กระจก
thing.
มองข้างที่จับประตูสีดำ
The
เงา
face masks
เข้า
are
กับ
very
ดีไซน์ของตัวรถเป็นอย่างดี
off-putting.
การชนท้ายสีดำเงา
Raptor.
เข้ากับด้านหน้าแนวสปอร์ตมีเซ็นเซอร์กับ
That's a
ระยะ
popular trim package here.
Ford Ranger XLT 4 ประตูใหม่ มีการ
And now you're up to 1.7
ด้าน
million
คนขับปรับได้
for
ที่
the
6 ทิศ
extra
ทาง ใน
Raptor
ส่วนของความ
features.
ปลอดภัย ได้มีการเพิ่มระบบควบคุมเสถียรภาพการทรงตัว ESP ระบบป้องกันล้อหมุน
Again, the blacked out
Traction Control
logo
และ
grill.
เพิ่มระบบช่วยการออกตัวขณะจอดบนทางลาดชัน
Bumper.
และยังมีระบบลดความเสี่ยงจากการพลิกคว่ำ นอกจากนี้ยังมีระบบที่ช่วยให้การขับขี่ง่ายขึ้นตั้งแต่ระบบ
different,
Cruise Control ระบบเปิดปิดไฟหน้าอัตโนมัติและระบบปัดน้ำฝนอัตโนมัติ New Ford Ranger XLT มาพร้อมคุ้มพลังเครื่องยนต์ดีเซล 2.2 ลิตรกำลังสูงสุด 160 แรงม้าแรงบิด 385 นิวตันเมตรมีให้เลือกทั้งแบบเกียร์ธรรมดาและเกียร์อัตโนมัติ 6 สปีดความพิเศษภายในงาน New Ford Ranger XLT ดอกเบี้ย 0% ผ่อนนาน 60 เดือน
Tonneau
พร้อม
cover
ฟรีประกันภัยชั้น 1 หรือราคาพิเศษ 799,000 บาท จากราคาปกติ 854,000 บาท พร้อมประกันภัยชั้น 1 และอุปกรณ์ตกแต่งได้แก่กระจังหน้า
That's a nice red. I like
ผ่าน
the
การทดสอบมาตรฐาน
black rims
Ford
with the red
Engineering
truck.
ชุดคิ้วโป่งล้อ พร้อมหมุดโลโก้ Ford ขนาด 6 นิ้ว ช่วย
I like
เพิ่ม
the
ความสปอร์ต
rounded
และดุดัน
bumper.
มากขึ้น ถูกออกแบบให้
The
เหมาะสมกับ
headlights
ตัวถัง
blended
และ
into
ติด
the
หน้ากับ
body.
ตัวรถโดยไม่มีช่องว่าง
That's
ผลิต
nice
จากวัส
styling.
ดุคุณภาพสูง
That's cheap as
แข็งแรง
hell. Yeah.
น้ำหนักเบา
600,000 baht.
ติดตั้งง่ายโดยไม่ต้อง
That's
เจาะ
a
ตัว
good
ถัง
price for a
ชุ
good-looking
ดกัน
truck.
สาดประตูหน้าและหลัง
I like it.
ช่วยป้องกัน
And the girls come with
และ
it
ละอ
too.
อง
They'll hop in. A little more race
New
inspired.
Ford Ranger SL Plus Sport รถกระบะยกสูงที่มีความคุ้มค่า คุ้มราคา มาพร้อมกับเครื่องยนต์ดีเซล 2.2 ลิตร
Yeah,
เกียร์ธรรมดา 6
same as mine.
ให้กำลังสูงสุด
6-speed manual.
160 แรงม้าแรงบิด 385 นิวตันเมตร New Ford Ranger SL Plus Sport มาพร้อมกระจังหน้าสีดำ
300,000 baht.
ที่เพิ่มความดุดัน
10,000, so 600, a little over 20 grand.
ยังมาพร้อมกับกระจก
They're not bad little trucks.
บันไดข้ามและ
Open
ล้อ
cab, yeah, this is actually my truck. I have a 2018, same spec as this. 6-speed manual transmission, leather seat, cloth seats. This is the 2021 version of my truck. It's got the controls on the steering wheel, same as mine. Yeah, it looks identical. They haven't changed anything. The only difference is this has a red stripe and it has black rims. That's about it. Everything else is the same as my truck. And this doesn't have a bed liner. Shiny like a dime.
ระบบที่ทำงานเมื่อโทรศัพท์เชื่อมต่อกับบลูทูธของรถเมื่อเกิดอุบัติเหตุ
And once again, the wild track is a trim level of the Ranger.
และแจ้งพิกัดตัวรถสามารถคุยกับผู้ประสบเหตุในรถได้ทันทีเพิ่มความมั่นใจให้กับผู้ขับขี่ได้มากขึ้นความพิเศษภายในงาน
The top models of all the trucks have leather seats and automatic transmission. And a cover. Nice looking tonneau cover. But I can't imagine this looking this good after about 3 months.
กุญแจนิรภัย Immobilizer Ford Ranger ไม่ได้แกร่งแค่ภายนอกแต่ยังแกร่งจากแรงผลักดันภายในเท่านั้น
New Ford
ตอกย้ำ
Mustang.
ความเป็นหนึ่งในรถยนต์อเนกประสงค์ที่ชาญฉลาดและปลอดภัยที่สุดในตลาดด้วยเทคโนโลยีและฟีเจอร์ต่างๆ อาทิระบบช่วยเบรกฉุกเฉินอัตโนมัติ AEB พร้อมระบบตรวจจับคนเดินถนนเพื่อความปลอดภัย ระบบตรวจจับลมยางซึ่งจะคอยตรวจวัดความดันลมในยางล้อทั้ง 4 ล้อ และเตือนให้ผู้ขับขี่ทราบเมื่อความดันลมยางมีการเปลี่ยนแปลงนอกจากนี้ยังมีอุปกรณ์ระบบ
I've never been a Mustang fan. I'm a Corvette guy.
ที่ช่วยให้การข
You
น
know,
ของสะดวก
they've got their followers.
สบาย
They've got their people who like them. So you're talking about 5 million baht, about 150,000. A little bit less, it's 4.8. The exchange rate is up right now. But, you know, in the neighborhood, by the time you're done with all the taxes, it'd be north of 150 grand for a Mustang. I just can't see that. And a 5-liter V8, where the hell are you going to drive that here in Thailand?
โดยโทรออกไปยังหน่วยแพทย์ฉุกเฉิน 1669 เพื่อแจ้งและขอความช่วยเหลือ
All right, Maserati, bitches. And oh, speaking of bitches, holy shit. Oh my goodness. I like the Lambo doors. I like the interior with the blue stitching. It's left-hand drive. I like the roof. The slope. Yes, very nice rear end, indeed. MC20. That is a killer looking ride. When I get my vet over here, I am absolutely going to do Lambo doors on it. I like the way they look. I just think they're cool. The model, she's called a Thai Pretty. They get paid to come to car shows and boat shows and just stand around and look pretty. Hence the name Thai Pretty. Good work if you can get it. Yeah, Maserati Ghibli, 6 million baht, 180,000. I think of these like a poor man's Aston Martin. You know, like you can't afford an Aston Martin, so you get a Maserati instead.
Well, no.
And I also always think of Joe Walsh's song, Life's Been Good to Me.
Yeah.
My Maserati does 185. I lost my license,
Yeah.
now I can't drive.
But see, the Astons over there are more of the two-door sports car.
Right.
This is more like the 5 Series or
Right.
the
Or
Mercedes that
Right.
drive you around, but a step above the Mercedes or above the BMW.
Right.
Yeah, because here again,
Little more
it's a
exclusive.
Ferrari engine in it. Yeah.
Right. So you get that Ferrari zoom without the Ferrari price.
It's nearly affordable.
Yeah, well, yeah, 6 million baht, 180,000.
You know,
As far as luxury cars go, it's affordable, yeah.
see, here's another different thing. When you get your BMW,
Right, now we're in the Lexus. New Lexus, finally. Okay, that's what it says there. That's not me. IS300H, 3.89 million baht, so just around the $120,000 US mark. Hybrid. Check out the interior. Get the butt. Got to get the butt of the car. There you go. Sharp looking car. I like Lexus a lot. You got that Toyota reliability and you got the Lexus panache, if you will. This higher quality car. UX 258 Grand Luxury. Another hybrid, that's what the H is for. They're asking $2.71 million baht. So 80,000, 2.4, another 40,000, 80. Yeah, 90,000 would be 3 million baht, so a little less than 90,000. I like the front end. That's kind of cool, the way the grill swoops back like that. The way that wraps around the front. Pretty nice. Nice interior. Once again, that kind of angular back end. Nice. There's the NX300H. Oh shit, Lexus has a minivan now? My goodness. Look at that, look at that shit. Oh my god. That's the Luxo barge we were talking about, where you have your driver take you around. You see the little TV in there? Look at that shit. Oh my god. That is the life right there. That's a comfortable friggin' seat. You got your little command center there, and you saw how he opened the door. 6.5 million baht. There you go. Who cares about the gas mileage? I don't like the front end. I mean, they did it as much like as their SUVs as they can, but yeah, that's like a Chrysler 300 grill. No, I'm not digging it. To use a $10 word, that's too ostentatious. I can see how the Thai people are very conscious, brand conscious, and that's the biggest Lexus logo I've ever seen in my life. So this is like, yeah, I got a Lexus, bitch. 6.5 million baht. Check me out. That's who this is for. Yeah, it's just, I mean, it's not that nice up front because, you know, the driver's up front. It's much nicer in the back. Where the money sits. There you go. Big Daddy wants a ride.
This is extremely comfortable.
You're not a small man and you fit in there fine. So yeah, it's huge. A Thai guy would get swallowed up back here. It's like being in the back of a limo. The sunroof. Yeah, a little compartment. Put your stuff.
They sell these in America now.
I've never seen one, but they might now. Yeah, he's a big boy and he fit right in there, no problem. Got to get the rear end. Yes, get the rear end. Just kind of straight up and down. The front is all angles. The back is just, I mean, what a difference. This is as plain as you can get. And the front is the same on the 300. Not as nice. So this is the baby one. 5.5 million. Yeah. So this is $30,000 less. 5.5. It's still nice. It's just not as. It doesn't have the big TV. It doesn't have the separator screen. So you're not Pimp Daddy in this one, whereas you are in the other one. What do you think about the grill? Did you see the fucking grill on this? You didn't like the BMW grill? What do you see this one? Look at that. It's not the ugliest fucking thing you've ever seen in your life. Look at that. It's huge. It's got a huge badge like you used to wear around your neck, being the OG. That's the ugliest grill I've ever seen in my life. No shit.
On this and the Prius isn't all that different. Same engine.
I want to see if I can actually fit in one of these. Hold this for a second. I'm thinking I'm not going to fit at 6'1". I used to have one. I had a 350. But this looks tight for me. Oh, XL.
But move the seat back.
Yeah, I will.
There you go.
Still tight.
Die cup.
Yeah, I mean, it is seriously gripping here. If I sit up, I'm hitting the top of the roof. Wherever you are in life, at least you're not walking around with a Starbucks e-coupon frame on you. A walking sandwich board. Nice. This is kind of a cool little display. E-Power at the Nissan section. E-Power. There you go. Cool stuff. I like it. The pistons going up and down. That's cool. The steps to get up to the mighty GTR. This is once again, the words badass and sinister come to mind. This thing is, look at the fucking brakes. Jesus Christ. God, those are huge. A mere 10.7 million baht. All right, we got to do the math on that. So a million baht is 30,000. So 10 million baht is 300,000. 700,000 baht is another 20,000. Jesus Christ. So what Jeffrey, who knows everything about everything, well, car related at least, told me was there's a woman who works for Nissan, and if you buy one of these cars for 10.7 million or thereabouts, and once again, don't forget taxes and road tax and tags and all that shit that they load on. This is a badass car. I'm not an import guy. Obviously, I'm 57 and American, but this is a cool car. I do like this car. This is beautiful. If you're a car guy, you like this car, whether you're into Japanese cars or not. So the lady, get the interior real quick. You can call her. See if they're stupid enough to have it open. No, it's like coated, and look at that. Jesus Christ. No, there ain't no opening that. The lady, you call her 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and she will fly wherever you are in the country and help you with the car if you have a problem. It's like one-on-one personalized service if you're one of the owners of these vehicles. That's unique. A new level of service. When I buy my truck, not the Ranger, remember that's for sale. When I actually buy my truck, it is going to be a Toyota Hilux. And 959, that's upper end, that's very high end, that's definitely leather and automatic, because you can get one in the 500s. That's a 6-speed. Wow. And it's a million baht. That's crazy. Yeah, I mean it's a 4-door pre-runner, but yeah, that's crazy money. They don't. You can get them cheaper than that. Z edition. But yeah, automatic with leather, black instead of white. But that's basically what my truck will look like when I buy it, when I'm after a year or so of flipping. One of the things about being in Thailand is there's some different brands here that they don't have in America. And one of them is called GWM. I have no idea who they are, what it stands for. This is their 4-door pickup truck. It looks very similar to a lot of other brands. 4-door pickup trucks. Power EV. Electronic vehicle truck. Power EV. They got the little sound system going here. Intelligent mobility redefined. Well, there you go. GWM. Once again, don't know who makes it, where it's made. If I can see a price, I'll know if it's Chinese, because the Chinese companies are selling shit about 100,000 baht less than the Japanese cars, even the ones put together in Thailand. And yeah, there's no stickers on these cars. The halal. Is it halal? Is it kosher? Maybe it's Israeli cars. It's a pretty big booth. So their SUV, this Haval, seems to be their big seller. They got the blue one up there, the white one here. There's another one over there, Concept H. But none of them have any prices on them, which is interesting, because you've seen every other entry here at the car show. There's another one. Everything else has a price on it. People are gathered over here getting information, signing up for stuff. They got little boxes or something they're giving away. It's a nice looking SUV, but it's weird they don't have any prices. Yeah, I'll have to do some research and find out where they're made and what the deal is. Like I said, they have a pretty good crowd around the cars and a pretty good crowd over here at the booth. Great Wall Motor. It is Chinese. Great Wall of China. So this is a Chinese company. GMM was one of the trusted global fans, excellent products and services. Okay. So this is the place that bought the Chevrolet dealership, Chevrolet factory down in Rayong, the beach town, where I went when I first came to Thailand back in March of 2020. So yeah, that's why it's got a crowd, because it's cheap. So that explains it. Here's something you don't see every day, the Aura Black Cat. And it looks like one of those old little, those early BMWs from the 50s, or like like the old Trabants made in Eastern Germany back in the day, the little cheap cars. I mean, it's tiny rims, just a basic commuter car. Oh, it's an electric, of course, got to be electric. I can't stand the wheels. Oh, it's also made from Great Wall. Okay, so it's a Chinese electric car, the Aura Black Cat. This is all part of the GWM. Oh, okay. The styling, I don't know. I'm not into the green and white. I mean, that's a decent looking SUV. I can see them selling a couple of million of those. But the Black Cat, I'm not getting the hoopla. I don't think it's all that. I'll find out what they're selling these for, and I'll put it on the description. So this is the hopped up Black Cat. This is the one with all the options. Interesting, it has left-hand drive. Especially in the Thailand market. I wonder why people would want the wheel on that side. And here's the four-door. You can see that he's a Thai guy. He's kind of a big Thai guy, but he's a Thai guy, and he had trouble getting in and out of that back seat. There's not a lot of room. And you can see they got a lot of bells and whistles on the dash. Toys, gadgets, just to kind of make it look more expensive than it is. I guess it's their knockoff of the Mini Cooper. I think it's ugly as sin.
Service, everything.
Yeah, I don't think the wagon, but the TT is a sharp looking car.
This one, 0% financing for 7 years.
Yeah, 3.3 mil. Yeah, fun little car. Once again, I don't know if I'd fit in it, but
the only thing I could take in the back seat are my 3 dogs, but
your 3, yeah, exactly. No people, just the dogs. What? Woo-wee. Woo. Big crowd, a lot of people here checking these cars out. $3.5 million for an A5. I had an Audi motor in my Volkswagen Passat back in the day. It was a 5-cylinder, great little motor, and that little Passat ran and ran and ran. I put 30,000 miles on it in 1 year. Good little motor. A7. We're getting up to where we're going to hit the 4.3 mil. Oh, hello. 1, 2, 3. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Yeah, that's a Luxo barge by what should we call it? By Thailand standards. A6. A5 again. 2.6. Maybe they have the 8 up on the little stage there. It's an Audi e-tron. Everybody's pumping the electric cars. I don't know why. Yeah, it's the future, my ass. Not until everybody has a charging station in their house. RS e-tron GT. Once again, I see the charging station next to it. I'm not really interested in it, and neither is any consumers I know. That's cool. Blue, like an electric blue. Very nice. 3.9. Alright, so 120,000. Q5 Quattro. Nice. The bigger one over there. Smaller. Q7. Yeah, somehow I missed the A8. I guess they didn't bring one here. So the 7 was the top of the line model that they brought. That was a nice car. A5 is to me like the BMW 5 Series. It's a nice little sports car sedan. RS5. Their little Ricky racer car. $6 mil. So you're talking $200,000. 200 grand for a car. For an Audi. Not a fucking Ferrari or a Lamborghini, but an Audi. 200,000. That's insane. A 6-cylinder Audi. There's that disgusting green again. See, with the SUV, that color really doesn't work. With the little sports car, it's not that bad. I mean, it's, you know, a car with that styling is supposed to grab your attention. So once again, I'd never own that car, but I could see that color on it why they did it. But with the SUV, no, just no. And up on the roof, there arose such a clatter. I woke up to see what was the matter. They were jamming out over here on the Porsche area.
เต็มเปลี่ยนไปด้วยสมรรถนะการขับขี่ที่ดีเยี่ยมและยังคงไว้ซึ่งการออกแบบอันเป็นเอกลักษณ์ของ Porsche ได้อย่างสมบูรณ์แบบและเราพร้อมให้ทุกท่านเป็นเจ้าของสุดยอดยนตรกรรมสปอร์ตไฟฟ้าได้แล้วในวันนี้มีด้วยกันถึง4รุ่นได้แก่ Taycan Turbo S Taycan Turbo Taycan 4S และล่าสุดกับ Taycan รุ่นขับเคลื่อนล้อหลังราคาเริ่มต้นเพียง 6.19 ล้านบาทค่ะ Porsche Taycan ใช้ระยะเวลาในการชาร์จแบตเตอรี่จาก 5-80% โดยพลังงานไฟแบบ High Power เพียง 22.5 นาทีและสามารถวิ่งได้ถึง 100 กิโลเมตรเมื่อชาร์จไฟเพียง 5 นาทีเท่านั้นค่ะ นอกจากนี้ทุกท่านยังจะได้พบกับรถสปอร์ตสมรรถนะสูงอีกหลากหลายรุ่นไม่ว่าจะเป็นรถสปอร์ตระดับตำนานเจเนเรชั่นที่ 8 กับ 911 Carrera รถสปอร์ตซาลูนสุดหรูกับ Panamera 4e Hybrid และ Panamera 4e Hybrid Executive พร้อม Premium Plus Package ในราคาที่สุดคุ้มรถสปอร์ต SUV ยอดนิยมกับ Cayenne E Hybrid และ Cayenne E Hybrid Coupe รถสปอร์ต Compact SUV กับ Macan และรถสปอร์ต Roadster กับ 718
That's not what Porsches are for.
AAS ได้นำมาจัดแสดงให้ทุกท่านได้สัมผัสกันอย่างใกล้ชิดแล้วค่ะ
I like the blue.
ทั้งนี้
Look at those fucking brakes. Jesus.
เพื่อให้ทุกท่านตัดสินใจเป็นเจ้าของรถยนต์
Yeah,
ปอร์เช่
no,
ได้ง่าย
the
ขึ้น
four-door does
ด้วยข้อ
not
เสนอสุด
work.
พิเศษอาทิตย์
It just
สิทธิจัด
doesn't
ซื้อ
work.
การรับประกันจากโรงงาน
That's
ปอร์
not what
เช่
they're-
นานสูงสุด 15 ปี
That's not what the
พร้อม
car
กับ
is.
พบกับส่วนลดพิเศษสำหรับสินค้า Porsche Driver Selection และผลิตภัณฑ์ดูแลรักษารถยนต์จากประเทศอังกฤษออโต้
Yeah, I buy a Porsche because I need more room to throw my crap in the back. No.
ได้จากเจ้าหน้าที่ภายใน
And then this.
สิทธิพิเศษ
I mean, that's
นี้
just
เพียง
no.
AAS ผู้นำ
No.
เข้าและตัวแทนจำหน่ายรถยนต์ Porsche
My chai.
อย่างเป็นทางการเท่านั้นที่มอบ
I like the
ให้
wheels
ได้
and the brakes, and that's it. I don't like anything else on that car.
จากเรา
All the hullabaloo at the Porsche section. They're debuting four-door Porsches, and they're ugly as sin. And the models are walking up and around, and they have the stupid plastic shields on their face, which just looks ridiculous. All right, so who remembers the line in that movie with that English guy, Dudley Moore, where he's an ad exec and he starts telling the truth and it works? Volvos, they're boxy, but they're good. Well, 2.1 million baht, which is not a lot for an S60, which is, I think, the top of the line. It's a nice, it's an electric car. God, why do they keep ruining all these great cars? If this was a gas or a diesel, I would buy it. I mean, this is a beautiful car. Great styling. Big trunk. I mean, that's a nice car. But unfortunately, they ruined it and had to hook up to one of these fucking things, which once again, they've got more of these at this show than they have in the entire country. It's just not here yet. So 2.6, it said starting at 2.1. I guess this is optioned to get it up to 2.6, but that's a nice ride. I mean, Volvos are good cars. They're well made. They're safe. They're boxy, but they're good. But this one, I would never buy because it's an electric vehicle and it's just not the infrastructure in America, less more in Thailand. So, and a recharge is electric. And they're all excited. Look at all the electric vehicles we have. Nobody's going to buy them because there's no place to fucking charge them. They're missing out. They're missing out. They don't get it. Meanwhile, what I've seen is the diesel motors get really good mile per gallon, and the gas don't. So, just make that car in a diesel, and it's a nice ride, and it's gonna go. Tesla sold. Somebody bought it at the car show. Sold. Tesla Model 3. That's it. I guess you got to scan the barcode to. I like the wheels. Those are cool. You got to scan the barcode to get the prices. Tesla wants to be high tech. It's another Model 3. They got plastic on the seats. Don't touch. Zzz, zzz. What do you think? Everybody's big into the electric thing, and they don't understand. There's nobody buying because there's no place to fucking plug them in. So.
Kitchen that changes to a bedroom at the back. It's got a bathroom in it.
Yeah, that's cool. So we're in the one-off section. This is a giant, looks like a fucking military vehicle. I mean, look at that fucking sway bar. Look at that axle. God damn. This thing is a beast. Everything is heavy duty on it. And yet it says ambulance. Chai Seri, made in Thailand. And then they've got a military vehicle, like an APV, also here. And over here is like a hauler, like a motorcycle hauler, and a RV. They want $800,000 for the motorcycle hauler. That's not bad. RV $3.5 million. This isn't for sale. This is just showing how awesome they are. Defense vehicle.
Not sure.
Yeah, they're just showing off. It's not something you can buy. And then next to it is nearest and dearest to my heart, an old Corvette. 1964, the year right after the split window. That looks like a split window over there. That's cool as hell. A 327 cubic 8-inch to 327 cubic inch motor. Clean, restored. I like it. I like the little special area. That's cool. Let's see what the black one is. The same color Cove. I used to know what that is. I think it's a 62. When the Cove is the same color as the car, that should be a 62. Used to know that back in the day. Yeah, 62. Well, shit. Pulled that one out of my ass. Double headlights. That raised strip going down the center. There's a few unique styling cues. Those are the original hubcaps on the steel wheels. The famous cross flag logo. Yeah, this thing is mint. That's what it looked like coming out of the factory in 1962. Very cool. I'm surprised to see a car like that here in Thailand. And then, yeah, you all know this one. I don't need to tell you. 63. Split window. The most famous Corvettes ever made. And those, I guarantee you those didn't come stock on the car. Those were the rebops that they bought for it to stick it on, because very few split windows came with those wheels. They were put on afterwards, but they look good. They look cool on the car. So I don't blame them for putting them on, but yeah, they're not stock. Don't get me wrong, they came in 63, those wheels, but they're very rare. Like, the only thing, only 100 were made. So there's remanufactured ones you can buy. You can see from inside the tailpipes the car runs. It wasn't trailered here. They drove it at least into the spot. And an old BMW. Wow. 502. That's cool as hell. The V8. I like that. '55 BMW. Having a V8 engine, even back then. Pretty well restored. You can see there's some little grime on the steering wheel. The car was driven, it was used. You see some marks on the little rocker panel there, but yeah, nice shape for 1955. Very cool. I'm glad that they had this little section here next to the giant ambulance. That thing is massive. Jeez. We're here at the Harley section, and these bikes, more than anything else, show you the difference between Thailand and America. And what I mean by that is a lot of these bikes displace over a liter, right? Over 1,000 cc. The Harleys make bikes that go up to 1.8 liters, so 1,800 cc, right? Huge fucking motors. Big bikes, right? Now, the thing is, like we say in America, if you get a Bugatti Veyron, right, for $1 million plus, with its 200 mile per hour top speed, where the fuck are you going to drive it in America? And the answer is nowhere. If you had this fucking monstrosity right here in Thailand, are you going to hop on this and take it to 7-Eleven up the street? or you're going to hop on your little 110cc Honda Scoopy that cost you, I don't know, 1/10 of this and gets 10 times the gas mileage. So these are the ultimate cool old school bikes in America, and here they're absolutely fucking useless. Like, there's not a lot of roads that you could take these bikes on. They're just not practical here. Even like a Kawasaki, you know, like a 750cc, it's just way too big a bike. That's 1200cc, that's what I was talking about, 1.2 liters. And where the hell are you going to drive it? You know, if you got a small dick, it's sexy to have a big motor, but you have no opportunity to use it. I mean, look at the Thai guy. He can't even put his feet down. I mean, it just, it doesn't make any sense to have a bike like this here.
This is the Harley Davidson new Pan American.
Let's see if the expert agrees. Does this bike make sense in Thailand?
This is the bike that's going to save Harley Davidson.
Okay.
This is the bike that they think they're going to sell hundreds of thousands of.
Okay. How big is the motor?
1250.
1250, 1.2.5 cc. How much gas? What kind of gas mileage does it get?
It gets roughly 50 miles per gallon.
How many Thais would give up 100 plus miles per gallon for 50, since Thais are very cost conscious?
How many Thais have that kind of money to buy this?
There you go. How much is it?
Right about $1 million.
$1 million. So 30,000 for a bike that gets half or less the gas mileage of your basic Thai bike.
My car gets better mileage.
And if you notice the Thai guy who's on it, his feet don't hit the ground. He can't. It's too big a bike for him.
To me, it's ugly, and this ain't what direction Harley should be going in.
Right.
Look at the engine. I mean, the old ones with the push rods and the air cooled and all. This thing, what is that engine? You know,
Yeah, it's ugly. It's supposed to look like the Tron motorbike, but it just looks like, yeah. So that's the difference between America and Thailand. A bike like that would go over really big in America. Here, it just has no place. Harley Davidson Dancer Girls. That's what the bike show is all about. Hot chicks. The bikes suck, but the dancers are hot. This show, oh shit. Yeah. Woo! I bet you will. Makes you want to get up and dance.
That one girl's got her elbow on her boob.
Yeah. All right, Jeep section. Not a huge turnout here. There's a Rubicon 4-door, which is of course the newer Jeep. Fuel consumption, I don't know if they have the price. No, just the fuel consumption. So the reason the GWM didn't have a price was they're just gearing up. They bought the Chevy factory in Rayong, as I said, and they haven't set prices yet. So they're here at the auto show just saying, hey, you know, check out our SUVs, check out our ugliest electric cars ever made, and you know, we'll let you know the prices, you know, sometime this year. There's all the Jeeps. Blaupunk, they got a Blaupunk edition Jeep. Pretty badass. I wouldn't mind driving one of those here. You don't see a lot of these here, so that'd be a pretty cool vehicle to have. And even though it's not a boat show, they got a couple of boats here. Pretty nice. Up in Chiang Mai, there's really no need for boats or a jet ski, but hey, they're here at the show. This is Bangkok, and there is water an hour or so away. So, you know, the people they're looking for here have money to buy jet skis and boats and cars. So that's the customer profile. LX mode. I have no idea what that is, but they're pretty ugly. Once again, those grills, I don't know what the hell they're doing, where they want to make all those grills so frigging big. Lumar, like a supercar. Once again, green, neon green seems to be the color for sports cars. And while I'm not into it, is that a Lamborghini? Yeah, it's a Lamborghini. While I'm not into neon green any way, shape, or form, it is attention grabbing, which is the whole point of a car like this. And I've pretty much reached the end of just the main display through all the different cars, and we're coming down to the motorcycles. So here's the Honda dealer down here, and then Suzuki and Yamaha. And I'm sure there's smaller dealers around too, but these are the major motorcycle dealers. And once again, there's a separate motorcycle show with nothing but bikes. Royal Enfield, that's an old British brand. I guess they're still making them. Traditional styling, especially that one. That's definitely old school. You see like the seat cover. I don't know if you can see the pattern in that, but yeah, like a diamond tuck. And then the huge Honda display. And you can see like the little chick in the red and the silver. Honda has their own model, so they've got those Thai pretties showing off, you know, at different places, but each Ford, Suzuki, Lexus, each have their own models also, who, you know, stand by the cars and show them off. So we went as far as the Harley Davidson, and then went outside to the used car one, and then it picks back up here with the Honda CB 1300. Once again, where the hell are you going to drive it? Britain instead of China.